Sinners wrecked everything.
Have to pack my bags and take my ass to LA.
I was so excited I could barely contain myself. Seeing it once just wasn't enough. Probably. I'm devastated because I'm not gonna have this experience again. This film was created just for me. Well, my name is Brandi. I do a lot of things. I'm a wife, a mother, content creator. I run a video production company, a movie lover. I do all kinds of stuff. Homeschooling my daughter. He's trying to. You know, my niche is movies. I love movies. I saw someone say Die Hard could have happened on any day. It could have happened on St. Patrick's Day. I disagree. Why am I so invested in cinema? I've always loved it. You know, just since I was a little girl, I've always loved movies. We're up here, one of my favorite theaters, Regal at Green Valley Ranch. I love coming to the cinema. It's just one of my favorite places because I really just love movies like that. Like, I love movies down, you hear me? It's such a great art form to just kind of escape into, you know what I mean? I just love the layers that come along with it. I love being whisked away into these different worlds with different characters telling me different stories. For example, why did I get married? I saw pieces of myself in the character Sheila, and it inspired me to literally make changes in my life the day I left that theater. You know what I'm saying? So I love how the art form is so beautiful. It can be inspiring. It can be devastating. It can literally evoke real strong emotion. I love how the storytelling goes beyond just the dialogue. There's storytelling in the music, there's storytelling in the sound design, in the shot selection, in the framing. Like, I just love the art form that is cinema, and it's been a big part of my life for a really, really long time. I think one of my first movies that I ever watched was when I was maybe 4 or 5 years old. It was The Little Mermaid, and then sadly, the next thing I remember watching, it was The Exorcist. But my relationship with cinema is deep. It is like really one of my favorite things of all time. And being able to come to the theater and have that cinema experience, it's just unmatched. So I had to come up here, you know, because it's one of my favorite spots. I don't know. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch all 3 of them. I'm kind of excited for it because I haven't seen any of them in theaters. So if nothing else, I know it's gonna be a spectacle. So I'm here for Dune 3. There are a lot of things that make a great movie. I think that some of the most important things, like key foundational elements, are great characters that you can connect to, a great story. Like, those 2 are key. But if you really want to make a great film, what have I been saying? Like, give me good characters and give me a good story and build your world well. You know, give me the rules of this world. Where are we? When are we? Like, just give me a good foundation, but take the time to set it up and give a damn about. Just make me care about your characters. I can forgive bad cinematography. I can forgive bad audio. I can forgive a lot of stuff if you give me great characters that I can connect to and a good story. I love Jawbreaker. It's a fun high school dark comedy. Like, it can all exist within me. I like a lot of things. I also love mob movies and gangster movies. I also love freaking The Wedding Singer and 50 First Dates. I also love Terminator 2 and Sinners and Casino and Scream and Nightmare on Elm Street and freaking Moulin Rouge and Hairspray and Dreamgirls. I also love A Beautiful Mind and the Life of David Gale, which probably people don't even know what that is, and American Beauty. I love all kinds of stuff. Nail the art form, the cinematography, the sound design, the score. Have a score that complements the film or even takes it to another level to where the lyrics even give you more insight into the film or the themes or the characters. But having that beautiful balance and just, it's like a dance where the sound is just enhancing everything. It's not a distraction, but it's telling more of the story somehow. You know what I'm saying? Like, you put all those things together, that's what makes a great movie. Like, tell the story through the composition. Don't just set the camera up and capture the moment. Enhance the moment with all of these different things at your disposal. And one that is great with continuity and doesn't screw the ending. Because sometimes you have a great movie and it's just like bad sex. You just, you know, you having a great time and then it's like, huh? You know, but yeah, nail your ending too. But that's what I believe makes a great movie. I just love film. It's such a beautiful and unique art form. I just get a kick out of it. It's just been a big part of my life since I was a little girl, like 5 years old. I can remember watching movies and it's been a constant in my life. And I've had hard times growing up. So, you know, I think that's probably what I resonate or connect with the most is like that escapism, wanting to just, you know, disappear for a couple of hours and go somewhere else and be entertained or educated or whatever that body of work has to offer me before I go back to my regular life. You know, life can get rough, man. You know, sometimes it's just like a breather. I mean, especially, you know, growing up. You know, I experienced some major losses growing up. When my godmother passed, that was just like, I just didn't want to do life. Not on some wanting to, you know, off myself type shit, but I just didn't want to do life. Like, school went to the wayside. You know, my teachers just gave me A's. I should have failed out of high school at one point because I just wasn't doing my work. I was severely depressed, and I've had bouts of depression throughout my life, and that's when I find myself like binging TV series and watching a lot of movies when I'm overwhelmed with life, whatever life is doing, whether it's a nursing program or family stuff or friend stuff, boyfriend stuff, you know, just, it's a way to escape without, you know, drinking or doing drugs or stuff like that. It's just a way to just, I mean, because I'll be gone. Like, that's why I say I don't watch movies. I experience them because I'll forget where I'm at. I'm in the film. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's like getting a breather from life's troubles, you know? But it's also like a refresher because I love it so much. So, but just to answer your question, that's why. You know, I've had some serious bouts of depression throughout the years, and it's been helpful, you know, to take my mind off things and just have my mind on all these amazing characters and their stories and be in their world and not be in mine for a little while. Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler are doing a period vampire film, and I'm so excited I can barely contain myself. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the first time I heard about Sinners was about 7 or 8 months before its release date in April 2025. It was right before I was gonna do a production day, meaning I watched a bunch of movies and I wanted to batch film my reviews, you know, doing the YouTube content creator thing. It was so crazy because it was a rumor. I just came across this rumor that was saying Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan are doing a film about vampires, like black vampires versus the KKK. That was all I heard. And I was like, wait a minute. You telling me that Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler are doing a vampire horror film? and they're making it a period piece, and it's black vampires versus the KKK. Like, I don't care if that's even wrong or backwards. It's just, you sold me at vampire film and a period piece.
Listen, if there's any movie set that I want to be on right now, it is that one. It is a period piece, black vampires, and against the KKK. That shit sounds amazing. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Man, I cannot wait. They've already started shooting. I saw Michael B. Jordan with his, his old school hairstyle with the part and I'm so excited. I can't stand it.
I was so hyped for it because I just knew it was gonna be great. Michael B. Jordan is an amazing performer, and I found out he was playing twins. I was like, okay. So the day that I saw Sinners, it was a big day.
Yeah, she's so fun, I think I fell in love.
And y'all know, I don't leave my house until the movie starts. But today your girl is early.
I decided to share that video that I made 7-8 months prior. I decided to share it on my story just for, the people who hadn't seen it, just so that they understand, like, this is a big deal. I've been excited for this movie 4 months. An untitled film that I have not seen the trailer to. I am too hype.
I have a whole other event that I'm going to tonight, and I'm not even thinking about that shit. I'm going to Wale Mania tonight. And that is so, like, the furthest thing from my mind because I'm just too hyped for this movie.
I reshared the video to my story, and I tagged Michael B. Jordan in it just because I be tagging people. If it's relevant to them, I tag them. But the cool thing about it was when I showed up to the theater, I checked my phone because I was, sharing stuff on my story, and he saw the video that I shared, and he liked it.
I know you fucking lying. Michael, baby, you done seen my post? I'm so glad you know how excited I am. Shit.
The fact that the star of this film saw that I'm so excited and that I'm about to go, it was so sweet. It was a moment.
That's like the highlight of my day right now. Am I reading this right? Shit! That's so exciting. Yes, I'm super hyped. Okay. And I saw that right before I went into the movie. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. Woo!
And so I saw it in IMAX because they were saying it was filmed for IMAX. And so I went to AMC Town Square, and I had a great seat, and I was just ready, right? Then the movie started.
We are to be. We are to be.
And I was thrown off like within the first 10 minutes. Like for the first couple of minutes, it was great. I loved how we started, one day after and the flashes, the seeing that the vampires, I just love the opener. But when I saw where we were in Clarksdale, Mississippi, 1932, my heart already was just melting for this movie because my grandmother grew up in Mississippi and she was born in 1940. Her stories of living on a plantation, of being part of a family of sharecroppers, where she woke up in the morning at dawn with her brothers and sisters to go out and pick cotton before school. I was a mess. I already was a mess because my grandmother passed and her stories were coming to life before my eyes. And I'm sitting there like, oh my gosh, I have a visual now. I see what she meant when she said they slept on the floor. I see these homes that they used to live in, how she talked about how her mom used to wash the clothes and getting up at dawn or before dawn to go pick cotton with the bushels. I've never seen that before. You know what I'm saying? I've never had a visual of that before. And I was already like just captivated by that. You know what I mean? Then I see that pass between the twins. One of my things is whenever I see anyone playing doubles, I look to see if I can tell the difference between them. And for the first time, I couldn't tell the difference between them. The only other time that was really, really close was the Alto Nights with Robert De Niro that came out in 2025. But I looked hard. I looked in every showing that I went to. I could never tell the difference between them. And that was impressive to me. I was like, oh, okay. All right. I see what y'all doing. I see what you're doing. And then the cinematography was so beautiful. And then the music comes in and we got dun 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 dun. And I'm like, I'm sorry, is this the blues? And I got so excited because my grandfather loved the blues. He's from Alabama, but he loved the blues. And I love movies like Cadillac Records. And so I'm like, all I'm thinking is, oh, smokestack lightning, which I'm putting two and two together. I'm like, I know this song is not that song, but their names are Smoke and Stack. Did he get their names from that song? I'm getting the layers already. I'm like, there's all these little gems that are there for somebody like me to pick up. Then the vampire comes in and I'm just like, yes, I'm feeling this. This is a different kind of vampire. We got Pale Pale Moon hits and I'm rocking. I feel like I'm in the juke joint. And then the surreal montage happens. I'm just getting assaulted by this film. So the experience was shocking. It wasn't even surprising. It was shocking. It was a full-on assault of emotions, of just all this beautiful art just being thrown at me full speed. And I can see the passion that went into this project. I'm feeling all of the grief and the loss that's in this film as the vampires attack, and the loss. It's a lot of loss and a lot of grief, and I felt that. I felt it deeply. And so that experience was wild. It was a lot. And when it was over, I was like at a loss for words. I've never done a review on Sinners to this day. I've never, because I didn't know what to say. But the only thought that I had, which was the only thing I shared with my husband when I got home, was I feel like someone made a movie just for me, because it had everything. It had deep personal ties. It had great music, an amazing score. I had like almost no notes, and that doesn't happen. There's always problems with movies, like a lot. But this one, it was just a different experience. Something just hit me like a freight train that day. And I have been dealing with it and processing it since it came out. And I'm really just now starting to kind of get a hold on that experience. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that experience was like. It rocked my entire world. I never meant to really set out on a tour right after I saw it. I just knew that I wanted to see it again.
Hey yo, I'm different.
I wanted to see it in Dolby from the jump, just because Dolby is my preferred format. I love Dolby Cinema. Oh gosh, I can't get enough of Dolby. I just felt like I need to see this in Dolby, because that's the real montage when Miles Catton is like, oh, somebody take me, all of that. I was like, I want to hear this in theaters, because that transition when he goes up into the fire through the roof, and then that guitar comes in, dun, dun, dun. I needed to experience that in Dolby. Then my sister calls me one day at random.
My sweet and precious sister asked me to buy her tickets with my Regal membership for Regal LA Live, so that her and her boyfriend could go see Sinners in 4DX. And I said, the 4DX. I had never even thought that Sinners would be shown in 4DX, because it's just not the movie that I would think would be shown in 4DX. Not to say that it can't be, but I just didn't think about that. So naturally, I was like, we have a 4DX at Red Rock. I'm going to see if it's playing there. And sure enough, it is. So I'm up here ready to go see Sinners for the second time in 4DX. I'm really confused by 4DX, but I'm excited at the same time. Since I've seen it already, I'm not really tripping. You know what I'm saying? Because 4DX is cool, don't get me wrong, but if you haven't seen the movie before, I'm just kind of like, it can be distracting because it feels like you're on a roller coaster, and especially with a movie like this, I just think it should be a second time around experience because of the physicality of it all. It may be distracting.
Yeah, it wasn't my cup of tea.
I'm on my way to go see Sinners again for the third time now. This time it's Dolby Cinema. So remember, first I saw it in IMAX. Yesterday I saw it at 4DX. Now, out of those two, IMAX is the winner. That's still the best format so far.
And I was just like, well, I'm gonna see it in every format that I can in Vegas, just because seeing it once just wasn't enough. It was all I wanted to watch.
And I thought that I was done with the formats. I thought I was just gonna see it in 4 different formats. I have like 3 more that I have to add on to it. So I did IMAX already, 4DX, Dolby's today, Standard is tomorrow. Now, I already know that Standard is not gonna win this whole showdown of the formats. I'm gonna check out a new Regal today. So hopefully it's nice. It's supposed to be one of their luxury cinemas. So we'll see. Okay, I gotta go so I can see where I'm going. I've never been in this place before.
And then Standard was Standard. It's not even worth missing. But the way I see it, my favorite experience right now has been Dolby Cinema. But we'll see, if it's gonna remain my top, because I still have a few more formats to see it in.
I have to go see it in 70 millimeter IMAX, meaning like Oppenheimer. You know how it's you're watching it from the actual film projection with the IMAX film, the 70 millimeter IMAX film. It's an exclusive experience that I think is only like 7 or 8 locations. And unfortunately, there is no location in Las Vegas, so I just have to pack my bags and take my ass to LA.
But then my husband sends me this YouTube video, and the video is of Ryan Coogler explaining all of the different formats that are available for this film, because they prioritized the movie lover and they wanted to provide the movie lover with a really fun and immersive movie-going experience. There's 70 millimeter IMAX 15 perf. I didn't even know what 15 perf meant, but he was explaining all of it in the video. The different types of film, and the perf are like these little holes in terms of how it goes or feeds into the projector. And there's like the 15 perf IMAX, which is huge. They have like the little holes, and then there's the 5 perf, which is much smaller and only has the 5 holes, and it runs in a different direction too. So I'm watching this video and I'm seeing ICE immersive, I'm seeing Screen X, I'm seeing formats I've never even heard of. I've never heard of Screen X before, never heard of ICE immersive before, never heard of a 15 perf. I knew about 70 millimeter IMAX because of Oppenheimer, and I went to the Irvine Spectrum to see that. So I knew that I could at least see that one at the Irvine Spectrum in California. I'm like, well, how many formats are in California? Because I'm definitely down to go to California to catch 70 millimeter IMAX. But then when I started doing research, finding out where all of them were, because Michael B. Jordan, he posted like this comprehensive page. Like, he put up a post that showed where all of the 70 millimeter IMAX, the 70 millimeter 5 perf, he was showing like all the locations, because there was only like 8 to 10 locations available in the world to see these. And a lot of them just happened to be in California. Once I saw where all of them were and I realized that this is doable, that's when I started to actually put the tour together, and I started looking up show times. Can I make it from here to there, from there to there? Because I only had 2 days. My husband had to go to work, and we have a baby. We don't have a babysitter. So I had literally 2 days to get it done. And so that's when I started planning it out. And before I even pitched it to my husband, I had to see if it was possible. And it took a while. It took a lot of finagling, because it was going from Irvine to Hollywood, and Hollywood to downtown LA to Long Beach. Like, That's a lot of time because of the California traffic, but it was working out beautifully to where I was like, I can do this. And that was when I made the decision, I'm doing this. And I'm doing this self-sponsored, whatever you want to call it, Sinners Tour, because I wanted to continue to experience the film in every format available so that I could see if it changed the experience. So I decided I was going on a Sinners Tour just because I could. And so I did, because that's the type of motherfucker I am.
I'm different. Hey, yeah, my can't be addicted. Hey, I'm different. In my own lane, I'm keeping distance.
Now I'm gonna see it in 70 millimeter 15 perf. That's today in Irvine. And then I'm gonna see it in 70 millimeter 5 perf in Hollywood tonight. And then tomorrow I'm gonna see it in ICE Immersive at LA Live. After that will be Screen X, and that's gonna be in Long Beach. And then I'm coming back home. I will be seeing it in 8 different formats out of the 9 that are available. It's early. It's 4 in the morning. So it's the day of the Sinners Tour, and I got up so early, and I'm ready. I have my Lee's coffee because that's the only coffee that actually works for me, and it's a Vietnamese coffee. You gon' be up, okay? You drink Lee's, you need to be careful. You might be up for 2 days messing with Lee's and can't go to sleep if you want to. That day was stacked. Yeah, I'm gonna try to go to my folks' house first to drop off this car and then head out to Irvine for the first showing. But it really just depends on how the drive is going. I might end up having to go straight to Irvine, which I hope I don't, but because I'm not like fully dressed. I mean, I'm dressed like, you know, clean and dressed, but I wanted to, you know, do my makeup a little bit. We'll see. I had to see 2 movies. The 70 millimeter IMAX 15 perf in Irvine, California, and the 70 millimeter 5 perf in Hollywood, California. On a good day with traffic, that's 2 hours. I can't believe I'm doing this. I had 0 light. I was filming the whole process and had 0 light. Most of the way I listened to the Sinners soundtrack, and then I listened to this YouTube video about the blues and the church. I wanted to try to better understand, because it's like I knew the issue, because the blues and how it's sacrilegious in the church because of the instruments they use, because of the style, the type of people that usually listen to it, the places where they're played. I know that they don't mix, but I wanted to understand a little bit more about why there was a lot of traffic. A lot of traffic. A 4-hour drive turned into 6.5, which was about to wreck my entire day because I couldn't catch another showing. If I missed that 70 millimeter IMAX 15 perf, it's a wrap. I was concerned because I needed to go to my family's house first in order to finish getting dressed. Because I could have technically went straight to Irvine, but I didn't want to do that because I needed to finish getting dressed. I needed to put my clothes on. I wanted to leave my suitcase there. I wanted to get my makeup on. And by the time I'm done in Hollywood, I'm not going to get home till like midnight because that was a late night showing. It was like a 7 p.m. or 7:30 p.m. showing or something like that. I needed to switch cars because I didn't want to take my car to Hollywood because my mom's car was smaller and I felt like I could have a better chance of getting parking. I have my GoPro and everything that I need to set up because I want to document this a little bit. It's morning when I got there. Everyone's scrambling to get to work or get to school. My family doesn't even know, like, really know why I'm out there. They're just like, so what are you doing? You going to see a movie or a couple of movies? I was like, no, I'm going to see one movie. How many times are you gonna see the movie? I was like 4 times. So it was like a cluster trying to get ready and answer everybody's questions. And then I hop in the car, boom, I'm off to Irvine. I made it within 10 minutes of showtime. And while I'm on my way, my homegirl is like, oh, you're here? Oh, I'm off today. And I'm like, you wanna come see the movie with me? So now I got my homegirl coming. I'm trying to help her, and I know I shouldn't have. But But after I got off the freeway, I was trying to book her ticket because I didn't have time. So I'm like at stoplights, like, okay, we'll stop. You know, it was just a mess trying to help her book her ticket because she was like, I don't see it, and I don't see the seat that you're talking about, and this is not available, and so on and so forth. And these showings were selling out. So I wanted to make sure we got a seat together, and I ended up having to cancel my seat to get a different seat because somebody snatched her seat, or the empty seat that was next to me. No, it's cool, I'm coming. I'm gonna hit the restroom first, but I'm coming. Okay, cool. All right, we shall meet. So I had to like rebook our tickets. It was a mess. Then I get there and we can't find each other. I'm still looking for my friend. I don't know where she is. I didn't know where she was. She didn't know where I was. And then she'd tell me where she was. By the time I got there, she was gone. I'm trying not to miss this movie. I need to see the opening shot because that was the shot that I was using to like gauge the difference between each format. And I'm not trying to miss that. We finally found each other, which was great.
There you are. Hello, beautiful. Oh my gosh.
And I also got my 70 millimeter, my film strips. Oh, because they were giving out these limited edition film strips. And I was so happy to finally get it. But we were off to a rough start, okay? Movie is going on right now. And I realized that I left my damn wallet in the car. I had to leave to go get the wallet. And then because my girlfriend was like, you don't have to go get that. And I was like, bitch, yes I do. I'm not leaving my wallet in the car. So I'm on my way back to the parking garage to get it. Because that's less time that there's an opportunity that someone can take it. And then when I finally got back, it was like, okay. But it was an amazing showing because the IMAX 70 millimeter 15 perf has this really rich texture because the film grain was really heavy, but it created this kind of authentic viewing experience where I felt like I'm looking at reality. And the sound was amazing. The expansion of those scenes, I think it was like 5 scenes where it expanded to the full screen. Those were amazing. They looked so beautiful and they were so immersive. The sound was great. It was an amazing viewing experience. One of my top viewing experiences out of the entire tour. After the film, I got a chance to talk to the manager, and the manager escorted me to the projection room. That was so freaking cool to be able to go up to the projection room and actually see the film, the 15 perf film. This is gold. And my girlfriend, my homegirl was like, she's looking like, and I was like, do you understand anything that's going on? She was like, no, but I'm happy that you love this. So that was a lot of fun. Then it was time to go to Hollywood. I had no time to spare. After that, I had to gas up and I hit the road to head to Hollywood.
I just hit the roof off the coupe. Handle liquor, but she can't handle the truth. I took a couple L's, press the booth. That's my shoulders off, gotta clean the suit. Yeah.
I had my next showing at the Vista Theater in Hollywood, which is owned by Quentin Tarantino.
Ooh, wow. Okay. I have made it to Hollywood. It only took me 2 hours to get here from Irvine. Y'all, I'm tired. It's just fucking traffic everywhere.
I was able to find parking fairly quickly, but for some reason, I couldn't pay through ParkWiz.
It's just spinning ball of death. It's just, oh gosh. But I'm here. I'm gonna figure it out. Hopefully it's just because service is sketchy. An unknown server error has occurred. I bet it has.
I was trying and trying and trying in the car to make a payment, and it would not take the payment for anything. And I said, okay, let me go, just at least get in line, and then when I get a seat, hopefully someone will not take my seat. I can leave my jacket or something, and then I can go back in, but I'll deal with this in 30 minutes because I need to go get in line. Is the line outside for Sinners?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, great.
I took pictures and stuff, hoping that just in case I got a ticket, I'll be able to, work my way out of it. But I had to take the risk because I was like, I'm not moving this car. I'm in Hollywood. I'm grateful for the spot. I would rather pay for a parking ticket than to move it. I call my husband, and my husband tells me that our daughter hurt herself.
Poor husband. Parenting is hard.
But then once we get our seats, I go back out, and of course, I have a ticket on the window. And I'm like, bruh, it's been like 15, 20 minutes. But I said I was cool with getting the ticket until I got the ticket. And I'm like, I'm fighting this ticket because I want to pay. I'm trying to pay and I can't.
I emailed them like right away and let them know the situation. We'll see what happens. If I gotta pay it, I gotta pay it. But it's $88. I don't wanna pay it. But I will if I have to.
Luckily, they did end up waiving the ticket for me. I found out the next day. But I happened to meet this really cool girl who I still keep in touch with on Instagram to this day. She was super cool, and she was by herself as well. So I was like, you want to kind of look out for each other? Like, we could sit together. I'll save your seat. You save mine. She was like, absolutely. That was the one thing I was concerned about. She just so happened to be the person that walked up behind me. And we were cool. We were vibing. It was great.
I'm right there with you,
right?
Girl. Even though crossing over is not a big deal.
Right. Here, yeah, not at all, actually.
The Vista Theater is amazing. I didn't know at the time, but it's owned by Quentin Tarantino, and he really creates like this old school immersive experience where you don't get to be on your cell phone. You can't film, you can't be talking. They have ushers all throughout the auditorium to ensure that you are not ruining the movie watching experience. Like, you gotta lock in. And I loved that about the Vista Theater. It was so great. And they had the movie curtain, the red curtain. It was so dope. The 70mm 5-perf experience was unique. The audience was great because we had those ushers in there. So everybody was quiet off their phones and they were locked in. We laughed together. They loved the movie. It was one of the best movie theater experiences I've ever had, hands down. The film itself was not my favorite format. It wasn't the worst, but it wasn't my favorite either. It was right like in the middle, because though I like the feel of being in a time capsule with the speckles on the screen and seeing the cigarette burns at the top corner before it switched scenes and hearing the silent clicking of the projector. I was so here for that. But my biggest problem with that showing was that it was too brown. Really, really warm, like brown. So the colors sometimes got completely washed out. You didn't really see them. But the cool thing about it was literally like being in a movie theater in the 50s. That's how I felt. I felt like it was a treasured moment in time to be able to step into a time capsule and experience film the way that it was filmed, or the way that it was experienced way back in the day. So after leaving the Vista Theater, I went and hit In-N-Out because your girl was hungry. I was hungry as hell, and I got lost. That was another thing. I got lost twice that day. I got lost in Irvine trying to find my way back to the theater after going to get my wallet. I couldn't find the theater. I was like trying to follow the sound of the movie to make my way back. So I went to In-N-Out. Get back to the house. That was when I was really into WWE, and I was catching it like every week. I got back to the house, I set up my GoPro, and I ate my In-N-Out, and I watched WWE Raw until I fell asleep around 1 a.m. The next morning, I had to go downtown.
What up, y'all? Happy Tuesday? Yes. Ooh, Taco Tuesday. I might need to find me some tacos. So today I'm doing another round of Sinners. This is round 7, and I'm at Regal LA Live, about to go see, I think, the
ICE immersive experience and Screen X today. Screen X will be later on tonight in Long Beach. So I'm excited. I've never been to Regal LA Live. I just parked the car. I actually need to get going because I don't know where I'm going. I'm super excited to see this one just because it's brand new to me. Like, I've been to 40X before. I've been to Dolby Cinema before. I've been to a 70 millimeter experience before, but I've never been to this one. So I'm curious what it's going to be like. And I'm also curious about LA Live. It looks beautiful down here. So I'm excited, y'all. I'll keep you posted on what happens. That experience was really, really cool. And it was such a coveted experience because I'm pretty sure, according to my research, that is the only ICE immersive experience in the entire country. But it was hard for me to get up because I went to bed so late and it was like a 10 a.m. showing or something. It was so early. It was easy to get to, but it was a bit of a walk to get to the theater, and I had to go through security. Like, they had legit security who was all up in and through my bag. He looking for weapons. I'm just not trying to get busted for these snacks that I had in my backpack. But he wasn't playing around. He was like, yep, move this. You know, usually they just look and no, it was real security. I was like, do you guys have problems down here? They were like, girl, it's downtown LA. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot where I was for a second. I get in there. Oh, it was a beautiful theater. It was so pretty and so just, it was so regal. You know, it's regal, but it was so regal. Like, I love that theater. It was 2 stories. They had like a full bar. It was so nice in there. I get to the ICE immersive experience. I had plenty of time. I'm not rushing. Almost no one was in there, so I damn near had the place to myself, which was great. I'm taking it all in because there's these panels on the walls, like 3 or 4 panels or so on the wall. And I love how whatever's on the screen, the light and the feet, like the flare of it was extended to these panels. You know, when Sammy is singing, the flames are like, the colors of the flames are flickering on these panels. And so it's like things just keep extending to the panels. If we're going through the cotton fields, the bluish white colors are on these panels. And there's lights coming from behind you that I just love. Oh my gosh. I loved the sound. There was a lot of speakers, When they say an immersive experience, they set out to give you an immersive experience. And it was dope. It wasn't distracting. It was just really cool. But that was the biggest thing. The colors were great too, but the biggest thing that stood out to me were those panels on the wall. But yeah, ICE Immersive was the shit. I really enjoyed ICE Immersive, for sure. Then I had to hit the road and head to Long Beach, where I was headed to the Edwards Long Beach Town Center and Screen X.
We like to paint the town red, won't get the blues when you're our friend. Man is so green, shining like jewels, it's such a trend. We bring that color, we bring that color.
Old stomping grounds for sure. It was pretty dope to kind of be back there. It was a little bittersweet, but it was pretty cool to be back there. My sister was joining me on this one.
Hi. We're at the movies. She almost left me. I almost didn't have no ticket.
I did no such thing.
She had me outside sweating.
A little. So my sister gets there and all is well until she forgot to get her jalapenos. You did not get in line for jalapenos. Do you have to pay for them? You got $2?
I got 5. You got 2 ones?
Huh?
You got 2 ones? He said I could pay if I had 2 ones.
Are you serious? She forgot to get the damn jalapenos and the line was long as hell and I'm like, girl, I cannot be late. I cannot be late. It was a mess, but we ended up making it on time. Screen X was hands down the worst experience. It was the worst format. It was just trash. It was absolute garbage. And I don't say that about a lot of things. The way Screen X works is that they have what look like these projectors on the side and they project the film onto the walls. Like it's the film in front of you, but it also is on the walls. The problem was that sometimes Like when you saw Sammy and Delta Slim and Stack in the car, freaking Delta Slim is on the wall. Like we see Sammy and Stack in the center, and then Delta Slim's on the wall, or Sammy's on the wall, but it doesn't look like Sammy. It looks like a caricature of Sammy. Or when we were in, especially when we were in the juke joint, and you would see people on the screen, and then you see other characters that are in that scene on the walls, they were just like, but they looked like drawn characters. They didn't look like humans. It was so wild. And my sister and I just spent the whole time just clowning. I was like, look at that, look at that, look at this mess. It was awful. And I was like, did they check this? Come on. It looked like I drew a person, cut them out, put them on a popsicle stick, and was just moving them left and right. There was no movement. It was just a still image, a raggedy still image at that. Hands down the worst experience. I was like, you got to be kidding me. This is a fucking mess.
You guys, I did it. I finished Sinners in 8 different formats. I really wish I could have made it to that 9th one. Wasn't gonna happen though. I wasn't about to drop $600, $700, $800 to get it done. But I feel so accomplished, and it was such an amazing experience. Now I have to travel back home to Las Vegas. 300 something miles. Oh, you have a stop sign? Cool.
It wasn't the best way to end the tour, that's for sure. But it was the last one before I headed back home. So yeah, I finished off with that one, and then we went to Granny's Donuts, because when you're in Long Beach, you gotta go to Granny's Donuts, like, duh.
I'm leaving at 4 in the morning, trying to get away from this damn traffic. Dang, my phone falling over. Okay, I'm being real dangerous. I'm about to leave this parking lot, so I'm gonna stop talking. But guys, it was great, and I can't wait to share it with you.
That was the end of the Sinners tour. And I spent the whole drive going home to the sunrise listening to the soundtrack again. Because when I listened to the soundtrack on the way out there, it was opening my mind up to the context clues, like, because the lyrics were giving more insight into the story, into characters, into their dynamic. And so when I heard these sounds or heard these songs without their lyrics in the movie, after watching it again and again and again, I was like, oh my gosh, this is just genius work. Like, it's just, who did this? Who made this movie for me? Every time I watched it, I learned something new, saw something that I didn't see the time before. And I was just kind of basking in that experience the whole way home. I was like on this high when I was on my way home, because I was so excited to put this content out. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get home, and it's gonna be like the battle of the formats, because, you know, I'm doing the YouTube content creator thing, so I'm trying to think of a good YouTube video. I'm visualizing the thumbnail, like, you know, 8 formats, 1 winner. I got home, I started writing the script, I finished the script, and it never happened. But then when it came time to start actually planning that pre-production, everything just came to a halt, because it was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to share this experience like that. I felt like a YouTube video wasn't good enough. I felt like it wasn't me, you know? And up until then, I was just trying to do what I thought would be good content for a movie-themed YouTube channel, because that's what everybody else was doing. But then when it came time to actually do it, I couldn't bring myself to do it. And then I was sad. I was really sad. And I had no idea what the hell was going on. I was like, what happened? You know, I just had this experience of a lifetime. And I have tons of content and didn't want to put any of it out. And so I had to sit with that and try to figure out what the hell is going on with me. Because I felt like I was sliding into like some funky, depressive space. Not like a depression, but I just was in the dumps. It was like somebody died. It kind of felt like I was grieving. You know, it was so weird because I didn't understand it, and I didn't even want to talk to my husband about it because I felt weird, like what is going on with me, but I can't even explain what's going on with me just yet. So I just kind of sat with it, trying to figure it out. Like, I'm just in this funk, and I have no idea why. It was so weird because I just had this great experience, and now all of a sudden I'm on a downward spiral. Like, what? You know, it was weird. It was really weird for me. In the meantime, I'm going to the movies, you know, because I'm still a content creator. I'm trying to, you know, see the new movies, to have commentary on them, stuff like that. How am I supposed to do that after having had this once in a lifetime experience? And that's when it hit me, like, I'm devastated because I'm not gonna have this experience again. There's no other movie that's gonna hit like this. There's no other movie that's going to just reach into my soul like that. You know what I'm saying? As far as having so many things that I love. Like I said, making me feel like this film was created just for me. It's almost like how people who have had cancer treatment before, they tell you that food doesn't taste the same, or like it has no flavor. That's how I felt going to the cinema. Like, I can enjoy a bad movie because I love movies. I'd never walk out of a theater and I'm just like, oh, that was actually absolute dumpster juice. I wasted my time. It's so rare that I would say anything like that. But I was numb. And I was just like, okay, that was another movie. Okay, that was another movie. I don't even have any commentary because it was like food that has no flavor. So I stopped going. I saw 2 movies and I was just like, you know, I'm not feeling this. And I don't think that this is fair to me because I feel like something's going on upstairs and it's affecting my movie-going experience. It's not fair to me and it's not fair to that film. I'm messed up here. I need to figure this out before I watch anything else that's new. So I just started watching my classics, the movies that I love, you know, my comfort films, you know, things I have on repeat, like Casino, like The Truman Show, like America's Sweethearts, or Friday, you know, all these different films that I love. Finally, I said, I need to talk to my husband. I need to talk to him about this. Maybe he can help me flesh it out. But it was hard for me to talk to him about it because I felt embarrassed. And I was just like, here goes. And so I started talking to him, and then it started to come out. While I was talking to him, it started to make sense, and I started to connect the dots. It just exposed everything. It exposed the nature of the industry where that kind of love and passion is not infused into a lot of these films. And at some point, I just became complacent with that mediocrity. And it was frustrating because I'm just not like that. I'm just like, girl, it is not that deep. But it really was that deep because their passion that went into that project, whoever the creators were, the actors, the cinematographer, the writer, director, the producers, everyone involved in this film was passionate about their given department, and they executed on the highest level. And I felt it. I was like, this crew, I don't know what challenges they had, but I do know that they were passionate about what they were doing, and they put it all on the line for this film. And I wanted to live my life in such a way where every day I'm spending it doing what I love as much as these people spent this time creating this film doing what they loved. Sinners wrecked everything. It wrecked my cinema experience. It changed the way I watch movies. It change the content that I was creating. It put me on a completely different life course. And I never would have expected something like that to happen from watching the film. I struggled with consistency because I wasn't doing what I wanted to do, but I didn't know at the time. I thought that I was cool until I saw Sinners, and I was like, what I'm doing does not touch the passion that burns inside of me, because they just like threw gasoline on this tiny, tiny flame that I had forgotten about. I finally realized that I had to get back in touch with the day one passion. The passion of just being a creative, being a producer, whether I was producing stage plays in high school and operating as a stage manager, or producing shows for the birthday parties and anniversary celebrations that my family would put on. Like my stepdad had a 40th birthday party and I produced this whole show. All they told me was that they wanted us to do the Men in Black dance. Let me see you just bouncing with me. Just bounce with me. That thing. They're like, we should do that. I was like, oh, so you guys want some entertainment? So yeah, just, whatever you want to do. That was what my mom said. She's well, whatever you want to do. You ain't saying nothing but a word. We did the Men in Black thing. I had my stepdad and other members of the family doing the Temptations. And all choreography, different costumes. We had the Jackson 5, we had Michael Jackson, we had Rick James, we had Prince. Like I had all, and it was a work of art. It's still talked about to the people that attended. Performances, costumes, everything. This is what I've always loved to do. I wasn't doing things my way. I wasn't doing it the way that I would set out to do it. I'm doing it in the way that has already been laid out by other people. I'm not doing what's in my heart. I'm not doing what's in my head. I'm not doing what I really want to do. And I can't just ignore that anymore, trying to fit in the machine. I need to break away and do my own thing. I have to. And so I did.
What are you supposed to do when the world is crashing down on you?
I've spent a lot of time chasing other people's dreams for my life. And that's no fault on anyone else. Most people come to you with the best of intentions. But at the end of the day, I had to realize that I have one life. I had one shot at this. And I need to be spending every single day that I can doing what I love. And that's what I want to encourage other people to do. Because that, at its core, is what this is about. Like, yes, this film was amazing, but this film exposed something in me. It exposed that I was not chasing my passion. It exposed that I was trying to fit in instead of just being myself and standing out. It exposed all these different things, and I wanted to really just take a moment to tell anyone out there, not just creatives, but anyone out there who, like, you feel this fire burning inside of you to do something very specific, something that you would love to get paid to do because it's fun. You do it for free. Figure out how to make money doing that and spend your days turning your playtime into your work and doing what makes your heart sing, doing what sets your soul on fire. Because when it's over, it's over. You don't get to come back and do it again. Don't waste your time doing all this other stuff. Do the things that you love. Do it fearlessly, do it shamelessly. It doesn't matter who has something to say about it. It doesn't matter who doesn't believe in your path and in your passion. Do that shit and do it to the motherfucking max.
Any snacks? I have snacks.
Damn, oh, mama a slut.
You got dirty.
To the team at Proximity Media, to the cast, to everyone that had anything to do with creating this film, from the bottom of my heart, the top, the sides, to every piece of my heart, I thank all of you. From Jamie Lawson and how she tore the house down with Pale Pale Moon, to Michael B. Jordan's amazing performance to, you know, with these twins, and Wunmi Mosaku, like everyone involved, like, and Ryan Coogler, thank you for sharing such intimate parts of yourself, because that was infused into this film, and I felt it. I felt every bit of the passion that went into this project, and I am over the moon just grateful to everyone that was involved. I'm grateful for being given this experience as a movie lover, as just a lover of the art form that is cinema. This movie checked off all the boxes. It feels like a once in a lifetime experience for me, and I'm just grateful. So just thank you to each and every one of you that had anything to do with the production of this film. And thank you for giving it your all, for giving it your best, laying it all on the line, and just immersing yourselves into this project, because it did what it was supposed to do. It gave me an experience. Like, you guys had it for however long you had it to produce it, and then you gave it to us. So thank you for sharing it with us, because it literally changed my life. I was on the path of becoming some, you know, 1 in a million YouTube creator, just trying to find a stream of income that can support myself and my daughter in the event that, you know, something happened to my husband. And this film changed all of that and really unleashed the fire that was inside of me to be the creator that I was born to be. It tore down all those barriers, and it literally changed my life. And I wanted you guys to know that. And I wanted this to be my very first project, because I would not even be on this path had I not experienced that film. I was already on a path, and this just completely changed it. And I'm forever grateful. So this had to be my first docuseries or documentary. It had to be my first one, because it was worthy. So I want to say thank you. I know I've said thank you like 10 times, but thank you guys so much for giving all that you did to this film, because all the awards and stuff are great, but it literally changed my life. I'm sure I'm not the only one out there with a story like this, but it changed my life, and it put me on the path that I know I'm meant to be on. So thank you.